Pay attention to this security camera footage. March 14, 2024, Cedar Falls, Ohio. Residential CCTV mounted on the back of a house captures exactly 31 seconds. You see an elderly white man with white hair sitting in a wheelchair on a stone patio. A woman, 35 years old, wearing navy scrubs, walks from the back door toward him. She bends down. She places her hand on the armrest, then she straightens up, moves behind the wheelchair, and pushes him back toward the house. At 6:35 p.m., they disappear from the camera's view. This is the last time Monica Reed is seen alive. 11 days later, March 25, 2024, 6:47 a.m. Anonymous call to Cedar Falls Police Department. Male voice, distorted, calm. Riverbend Warehouse, Unit 4B. There's a body. Line goes dead. Detectives arrive. The warehouse hasn't been operational in 3 years. They force open Unit 4B. Back room locked from the outside. Inside, they find Monica Reed, hands zip-tied behind her back, ligature marks around her neck, still wearing the navy scrubs from 11 days ago. She'd been dead for 11 days while the entire city searched for her. Now, most people think this is about a random abduction. Wrong. This is about $2.5 million, a revised will, and a family that paid $50,000 to eliminate someone they saw as a threat to their inheritance. September 12, 2021, Edward Caldwell, 79 years old, gets T-boned by a pickup truck at 50 miles per hour, survives, but his vertebrae shatter, paralyzed from the waist down, permanently. Edward has 3 family members, son Mark, 54, daughter Elaine, 51, grandson Noah, 29. First month after the accident, they visit. Second month, visit slow. Third month, almost nothing. Mark visits twice in the first year, Elaine once, Noah never. Edward spends his 80th birthday alone, staring at a phone that doesn't ring. Investigators later find his journal from November 2021. My family vanished the moment I became a burden. I was only valuable when I could write checks. December 14, 2021. Edward hires a home health aide through Summit Care Services. The agency sends their best, 4.9 stars, 47 families. Her name is Monica Reed, 32 years old, born in Dayton, Ohio, first in her family to go to college, nursing school, but her mother gets stage 4 cancer. Monica drops out, takes care of her. Mother dies 6 months later. Monica never goes back, becomes a certified home health aide instead. Monica arrives at Edward's house for her first day. He's sitting in his wheelchair by the window, staring at nothing, doesn't acknowledge her, given up on people. Monica asks one question. "Mr. Caldwell, what's your favorite meal? The one you'd make if you could stand in a kitchen again?" Edward turns. Someone's asking what he wants, not what he needs, what he wants. Homemade lasagna, his late wife's recipe. 2 days later, Monica brings ingredients, makes it with him, sets everything at counter height so he can help from the wheelchair. When they eat, Edward cries. First time he's felt alive since the accident. Over the next year, Monica does more than required, learns Edward loves jazz, brings her record collection. They listen to Miles Davis during therapy. She discovers he read poetry, finds his favorite book, reads to him every afternoon, takes him to parks, restaurants, places where people see him as a person, not a wheelchair. Edward starts smiling, laughing, hoping. One evening, June 2022, Edward asks, "Why waste your time with a broken old man?" Monica looks at him. "You're not broken. You're just waiting for someone to remind you that you're still here." That's when Edward realizes he's falling in love. He doesn't say anything. He's 80, she's 33. Impossible. Wrong. But he can't stop the feeling. By 2023, they've developed a routine. She arrives 8 a.m., breakfast together, therapy, conversation about everything. Monica starts noticing how Edward looks at her when he thinks she's not watching, how he smiles when she enters a room, and she realizes she's falling in love too. September 8, 2023, Edward tells her, "I'm in love with you, not because you take care of me, because of who you are. I know I'm 82, I know this is insane, but I had to tell you." Monica leaves without responding. Edward is devastated.
But next morning, she walks straight to his wheelchair, kneels down. "I don't care that you're 82. I don't care what anyone thinks. I love you too." They become a couple that day. Keep it secret. They know his family will never understand. January 18th, 2024. Mark Caldwell visits his father, first time in 8 months. Phone records show he'd called his accountant the week before, asking about accessing inheritance early. He needed money. Mark walks in unannounced. What he sees stops him. His father and Monica sitting together, holding hands, laughing. Not patient and caregiver, a couple. Mark explodes. "She's taking advantage of you." Edward's anger breaks. "Where were you when I was alone? Monica was the only one who cared." Mark slams the door. That evening, Mark calls Elaine and Noah. Emergency meeting. Next day, all three show up. "Dad, we're concerned about Monica." Edward, "There's nothing to be concerned about." Mark, "We think you should fire her." Edward loses it. "You abandoned me for 3 years, and now you try to take away the one person who gave a damn? Get out." They leave, but they're not done. They hire a private investigator. Background check on Monica. The investigator finds nothing. Clean. They consult lawyers about challenging Edward's mental competency. The lawyer reviews records. Verdict: completely lucid. Every legal avenue fails. But then something changes. March 5th, 2024. Edward calls his attorney, Samuel Hartman. Private meeting. Edward is changing his will. Son Mark, $200,000, was $1.5 million. Daughter Elaine, $200,000, was $1.5 million. Grandson Noah, $100,000, was $200,000. Monica Reed, $2.5 million, plus the house and all remaining assets. Edward includes one clause. If any family member is convicted of any crime against Monica Reed, their inheritance is void, donated to charity. Edward signs, March 5th, legally airtight, done. But Edward doesn't know his attorney's assistant. Laura Bennett is Elaine's college best friend. March 8th, Laura calls Elaine. "Your father changed his will. Almost everything goes to the caregiver. $2.5 million plus the house." Elaine immediately calls Mark. That evening, Mark, Elaine, and Noah meet at Mark's house. Panic, fury, desperation. Mark speaks. "We need to challenge it." Elaine shakes her head. "That'll take years. We'll lose." Noah, "So what do we do?" Silence. Mark's voice drops. "If something happens to Monica before Dad dies, the bequest is invalid. Money reverts to us." Long silence. Elaine, "Mark, what are you suggesting?" "I'm suggesting we make sure she's not around to collect." Police later recovered deleted texts. March 9th, Mark to Elaine and Noah. "We can't let her steal what's ours." Elaine asks, "What are you proposing?" Mark, "Noah has military connections, people who handle problems." Noah, "I know someone, but this is serious. Are we really doing this?" Mark, "Do we have a choice?" March 10th, Noah calls Victor Kane, ex-Marine, dishonorable discharge, multiple assault charges. Victor brings in Ramon Silva. Both have done this before. Price, $50,000, $25,000 up front, $25,000 after. Bank records show Mark withdraws $25,000 cash. March 11th, another $25,000 on March 13th. March 12th, learning Monica's schedule, when she arrives, when she leaves, what car she drives. 3 days of surveillance. This wasn't impulsive. This was surgical. March 14th, 2024, Thursday. Monica's last workday before a week off. Edward has a surprise planned, wants to propose, bought a ring 2 weeks ago. Monica doesn't know. She also doesn't know Victor and Ramon have been watching for 3 days. Around 8 a.m., Monica arrives. Breakfast with Edward. Scrambled eggs, toast. Edward tries to flip a pancake from his wheelchair. Fails. They laugh. Normal morning. Happy. The day passes. Therapy, jazz, conversation. Around 6:30 p.m., they decide to sit outside on the patio. Beautiful day. Warm for March. The security camera's recording. Motion activated. 6:34 p.m. Watch carefully. Monica pushes Edward's wheelchair onto the patio. They talk. She's smiling. He says something that makes her laugh. Then she walks around to the front of the wheelchair. This is the moment Monica bends down, places her hand on the armrest, and kisses him on the mouth. Not a peck, a real kiss. 4 seconds. Edward's hand comes up, touches her cheek. No one knows this. The camera's recording. This is just two people in love. She straightens up, moves behind the wheelchair, grips the handles, and pushes him back toward the house. At 6:35 p.m., they disappear from the camera's view. This is the last time Monica Reed is seen alive.
The moment Monica's car turns the corner, Victor follows. Monica drives toward town, needs groceries, routine stop. At 6:58 p.m., she pulls into the parking lot, parks near the back, away from the main entrance. Fewer people, quieter. That's what they counted on. She gets out, pops the trunk, reaches for shopping bags. The white van pulls up fast behind her car. Two men jump out. One grabs her from behind. She screams, fights, but Victor is 6'2", 220 pounds, former military. Monica is 5'7", 130 pounds. No chance. Ramon moves fast, zip ties, hand over her mouth. They lift her into the van. 30 seconds total. A store employee hears something, looks over, sees a white van speeding away, thinks it's weird, but doesn't call police. Monica's Honda sits there, trunk open, door open, purse on the ground, shopping bags scattered. Store security doesn't notice for 40 minutes. When they do, they call police at 7:44 p.m. By then, Monica has been gone 46 minutes, and she's already at the warehouse. Riverbend Warehouse, Unit 4B, abandoned for 3 years. No security, no cameras, no witnesses. Victor parks at the back. They carry Monica inside. Back room, small, no windows, one door. They put her on the floor, hands zip-tied, and Victor does something investigators will call the coldest detail. He doesn't hurt her right away. He talks, tells her why she's there, that Edward's family paid them to make her disappear, that she was in the way of $2.5 million. Then, around 7:45 p.m., 47 minutes after she was taken, Victor strangles Monica Reed to death. She fights, struggles, can't break free. 3 minutes, then she stops moving. They leave her body in that room, lock the door, drive away. They meet Noah 2 hours later at a rest stop 40 miles out. Noah hands over a duffel bag with the second $25,000, cash. Noah asks, "Is it done?" Victor nods. She's gone. Ramon none. Noah drives home, arrives 10:17 p.m. His wife asks where he's been. Business dinner that ran late. She believes him. Meanwhile, police respond to the abandoned car at 7:44 p.m. They find Monica's purse, phone inside, wallet, keys, everything. Car unlocked, trunk open, clear signs of struggle. Within 2 hours, police issue an alert. 35-year-old woman abducted from parking lot. Police interview Edward that night. Detective arrives 9:30 p.m. Edward is wondering why Monica never called. Detective takes notes, brings in Mark, Elaine, Noah. Next morning, March 15th, all three come to the station. All deny involvement. Alibis checked. Police have no evidence. Days pass. No body, no ransom, no contact. March 25th, 6:47 a.m. The call. Riverbend Warehouse, Unit 4B, body. Detectives arrive 7:31 a.m. Force open Unit 4B. Back room, padlocked from outside. They cut the lock. There she is, Monica Reed, dead 11 days. Detectives process the scene. DNA from zip ties, fingerprints on the door. Breakthrough comes when they investigate the warehouse. Property records show Caldwell Property Management, Mark's company, inherited from his father. Mark has keys to every property, including this warehouse vacant for 3 years. That changes everything. Investigators get warrants, phone records, bank records. March 10th,
Noah calls Victor Kane, 8 minutes. March 11th, Mark withdraws $25,000 cash. March 13th, another $25,000. March 14th, 6:42 p.m., Noah texts Victor, "Target leaving now, blue Honda, plate Delta Sierra 7283. That's Monica's plate, sent 7 minutes before she left Edward's house. Investigators track the white van. Rental records show it was rented March 13th with fake ID. Security footage shows Ramon Silva picking it up, returns March 15th. Forensics examines the van, finds traces of Monica's DNA, fibers matching the zip ties. Victor and Ramon identified through databases. Both have connections to Noah through military service. They were in the same unit 8 years ago. April 3rd, 2024. Arrests. Mark Caldwell, first-degree murder, conspiracy. Elaine Caldwell, conspiracy, accessory. Noah Caldwell, first-degree murder, conspiracy, kidnapping, solicitation. Victor Kane, first-degree murder, kidnapping, murder for hire. Ramon Silva, same as Victor. All 5 plead not guilty. September 9th, 2024. Trial begins. Prosecution presents phone records, bank records, text messages, forensic evidence from van, DNA from warehouse, and CCTV footage. Jury watches those 31 seconds. Monica bending down, kissing Edward, pushing his wheelchair inside. Prosecution establishes motive, not random, family eliminating a threat to inheritance. Defense argues circumstantial, no direct proof. Mark ordered it, no confession. But on day 12, Noah cracks. Attorney negotiates deal. Full testimony against the others in exchange for life with parole after 30 years. Noah takes the stand, tells everything. He testifies Mark proposed plan March 8th, said only way to stop Monica was to eliminate her before Edward died. Noah reached out to Victor. Victor brought Ramon, $50,000. Noah provides info, plate, schedule, address. Victor tells him, it's done. Noah meets them at the rest stop, pays the second $25,000. Jury deliberates 4 hours. Guilty. All counts, all defendants. October 14th, sentencing. Mark, life without parole. Elaine, 25 years. Victor, life without parole. Ramon, life without parole. Noah, life with parole after 30 years. Court adjourns. Same day as sentencing, October 14th, 2024, Edward Caldwell dies. Heart failure, natural causes officially. Hospice nurse reports he had stopped talking after the trial, stared at nothing. The night he died, he spoke one sentence. I waited 82 years to find love, and my son took it away in 31 seconds. Then his heart stopped. The will. Because Monica Reed predeceased Edward, her bequest is void. But because Mark, Elaine, and Noah were convicted of crimes against her, the clause in the will activates. Their inheritance is void. All of it. $3.2 million. The entire estate goes to charity. The story from trial transcripts adds a chilling detail. During Victor Kane's interrogation, a detective asked, "Have you done work like this before? Families hiring you?" Victor smiled at the camera. You'd be surprised how often families kill for inheritance. His attorney shut it down. That line never continued. It hangs. Think about it. Monica Reed did everything right. She followed protocols, maintained professional boundaries until feelings naturally developed over years. She didn't manipulate. She cared for someone abandoned by their own family. Edward's decision to reward her wasn't incompetence. Multiple doctors evaluated him, completely lucid. It was gratitude, recognition that she gave him 3 years of dignity when his family gave him nothing but abandonment. But to Mark, Elaine, and Noah, money was everything. They hadn't visited, hadn't cared. Suddenly, inheritance slipping away triggered murder. March 14th, 2024, 6:34 p.m. Monica kisses Edward on the patio. Camera records. Two men, 3 blocks away, wait. She has no idea. She has 24 minutes left. 6:47 p.m. She leaves. 6:58 p.m. She's grabbed. 7:45 p.m. She's dead. 11 days later, found. 6 months later, killers convicted. 7 months later, Edward dies. If you work in healthcare, especially home care, understand this. Alicia/Monica had perfect reviews, 8 years experience, did everything right. She still became a target because she showed compassion. Warning signs are not your behavior, they are family reactions. When family members suddenly appear and accuse you of manipulation without evidence, document everything: dates, times, what was said. If they threaten your employment or make you feel unsafe, report it to your agency. Create a paper trail. If you feel watched, followed, or threatened, trust your instincts. Monica Reed had those feelings. She ignored them. It cost her everything. Every step of the conspiracy was planned, surgical, and cold. Surveillance over 3 days, timing down to the minute, text messages, cash payments, every alibi accounted for. Yet the CCTV captured 31 seconds of love, a tender kiss, a push of a wheelchair, moments that revealed the truth in court. This wasn't manipulation, this was genuine love. Healthcare workers should vary routines. Don't park in the same spot. Don't leave at the same time. Don't assume family members are safe just because they're family. Document hostile interactions, threats, or accusations. Report them. The Caldwell case ended October 2024. Mark, Elaine, and Noah, along with Victor Kane and Ramon Silva, are in prison. Edward is dead. Monica is dead. The estate, $3.2 million, goes to charity. But think about the broader warning. How many other families have conspired to eliminate caregivers they saw as threats? How many other Victors and Ramones wait for the next $50,000 call? How many healthcare workers right now are being watched by families who see them as obstacles? We don't know. Most won't be sloppy like the Caldwells. Most will get away. Monica's last moment of freedom, 6:34 p.m., March 14th, kissing Edward Caldwell on the patio while a camera recorded and killers waited 3 blocks away. She had 13 minutes left before walking out the door. 11 minutes after that, she was abducted. 47 minutes later, she was dead. We'll never know if, had she known, she would have done anything differently. Run, call the police, or stay those 31 seconds with the man she loved. But we know this: she deserved better. Edward deserved better. And now, like the story itself, this channel, this account, this story, it is never seen again.